Hello everyone, this is As Muhammad Khan and I welcome you with today's segment, student. I think you are doing great in your life and you are doing your study properly, student. And like the metals, you are most reactive or least reactive student. You should try to be mid-reactive, not most, not least. You should be mid-reactive. And today we will discuss about the chemical reactions related to metals. So student, metals do the reactions, different type of reaction they do, and they do the reaction according to their reactivity. Some metals are more reactive, some are mid-reactive, and some are least reactive. So according to their reactivity, there is a series is prepared by IUPAC, means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, make a series, and that series is known as reactivity series. So first we will discuss about the reactivity series before the discussion of chemical reaction related to metal. So reactivity series of metals. For this, I will give you one code, and with the help of that, you can easily learn this reactivity series. And what is it, student? Kanak. It is Kanak. Maj. Fapak. Aap. Now, with the help of this code, you can easily learn the complete series of the metal. This K for potassium, student, and this N for sodium, and this C for calcium, this M for magnesium, this A for aluminium, this Z for zinc, and F for iron, P for lead, this H for hydrogen, and this C for copper, this H for mercury, and this A for Ag, and this A for Au, and this P for platinum. So this is the reactivity series, student. Now the most reactive metal, these are most reactive metal, student. Most reactive. And these magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, copper, what are they? They are mid-reactive metal, mid-reactive. And this Ag, Au, Pt, they are least reactive. So it is the reactivity series according to their reactivity. So the most reactive metal are found in the first, most reactive, like the potassium, sodium, and calcium. Generally they are most reactive, especially sodium and potassium are most reactive metal, student, and they react with water or oxygen vigorously, and what they do the explosion. That's why these potassium and sodium are stored in kerosene or oils. They are stored, they are not stored in water, because they can react with oxygen, and what they do, they may do the explosion, or there is vigorous reaction may takes place. That's why they are stored in fossil fuel, especially in kerosene they are stored. Like this, these magnesium, aluminium, they are mid reactive. They can react with the oxygen, water, acid, they react. But these last group, AAP means A4 here, silver, this A4 here, gold, and this P for platinum. They don't react with water or oxygen or some dilute acid. They don't react. That's why they are known as least reactive. Means in general condition they don't react with them. Means by air, water or acid. In general condition they don't react. They may react only with the help of aqua regia. Means aqua regia is the strongest acid, student. With this they may react. Now we come on the chemical property or the chemical reaction of metal, and the first reaction that we will discuss is reaction of metal with oxygen, student. With oxygen we will discuss. Yes, student, how do metals react with oxygen? This is one concept that is given in your NCERT book. So it is the reaction of metal with oxygen. So generally metals like the most reactive or mid reactive metals react with oxygen. And what they form, student? They form metallic oxide. What they form? Metallic oxide. Means they react with the oxygen and they form metallic oxide. Like there is one metal that reacts with oxygen vigorously and do the explosion, that is Na2O. Like this, magnesium also react with the oxygen, and what it forms? It forms magnesium oxide, MgO. Like this, copper also react with the oxygen, and what it forms? It forms copper oxide. Now, these are the oxides that are generally, which nature they have? They have the basic nature. And they are known as basic oxides. And if they react with if these acids react with the acid, then what they form, student? They form salt and water. Like this, Na2O. If we react it, Na2O. If we react it with water, with one acid HCl, then what we get, student? We get NaCl plus H2O. Because here the Na2O have the basic nature, and when it reacts with the acid, then it forms salt and water. Because the metallic oxide, the nature that they have the basic nature, or they form the basic oxide. But there are two exceptions, student, and about the exception you should learn. Like there is two metallic oxide, like the aluminium oxide Al2O3 and zinc oxide ZnO. What are they, student? They are amphoteric oxides. What is the mean of amphoteric oxide, student? Amphoteric oxides are the oxides that shows the both type of nature. acidic as well as basic, and these are the two exceptions. And they can react with both. They can react with acid or they can react with base. And what they form? They form salt and water, and these oxides are known as amphoteric oxide. And they are also formed when the metals react with the oxygen. Like here you can make Al plus oxygen. When the aluminium is reacted with oxygen, then what will it form? It will form Al2O3. Now you can balance it for Al 3O2. So 2Al2O3. So it is the reaction in which aluminium is reacting with oxygen, and what is it forming? It is forming aluminium oxide, and aluminium oxide is amphoteric. Students, some metallic oxides behaves as both acid or base, or they can react with both acid and base. That's why they are known as amphoteric oxide. So what definition you will write about the amphoteric oxide, student? The metallic oxides which react with both acid and base are known as amphoteric oxide. And the example of amphoteric oxides are, student, aluminium oxide, zinc oxide are the amphoteric oxide because they can react with both acid as well as base. Like the first reaction that I have written here in this, aluminium oxide is reacted with sodium hydroxide. As you know, student, generally the metallic oxide are basic in nature, but in this it is behaving as acidic oxide, and it is reacting with the sodium hydroxide, and what is it forming? It is forming a salt that is known as sodium meta-aluminate, and in this process the water is also formed. So it is the reaction, and it is the most important reaction, student, most important. Like this, in this reaction the aluminium oxide is behaving as acid, student. Now it is reacting with acid, means it is behaving as basic oxide and it is reacting with acid. And what is it forming? It is forming a salt that is aluminium chloride, and water is also formed. Like this, it is also most important reaction, student, in which one amphoteric oxide like zinc oxide is reacting with a base sodium hydroxide, and what is it forming? It is forming sodium zincate Na2ZnO2, and water is also formed in this reaction. And in this it is behaving as acidic oxide, but in this reaction it is behaving as basic oxide, and it is reacting with hydrochloric acid, student, with hydrochloric acid. And what is it forming? It is forming zinc chloride. So these two reactions are most important, student, because these are exceptions, and as I have told you that all the exceptions are important in CBSE, so you will learn these reactions, and you will also learn the definition of amphoteric oxide. In the next segment we will discuss the reaction of metals with water, student. So thank you very much, and